And
what do you
all,
think some women in America can do to get more men? Like, there's a lot of women in America that want to be able to have a husband or want to be in a relationship. What are they lacking? What do you see that they are lacking a lot of?
A lot of women, I think, want to be dependent on a man. And that is the problem, because
A lot of women in America want to be dependent on a man.
Yeah.
Dependent how? Like financially?
Yes, financially. They just want to be like, oh, I look pretty, so you go make money and buy me stuff. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
that's what they get. They get men who treat them like shit, but give them money.
Mhm.
Because I feel like men cannot respect a woman who is not growing mentally, like educating herself every day, creating something every day, like the woman who doesn't have any goals besides being in the house and getting her nails done. You know what I mean? So like, if man wants to respect no if woman wants to be respected by a man and get a great man, she shouldn't be thinking, oh, I'm gonna depend on him. She should be first of all thinking of herself, how to make herself better, and then naturally she's gonna surround herself with a better man.
Mm-hmm. That's great. You know what's beautiful about what you just said is that literally applies to both. Like
Yeah.
that applies to women and men. You know what I'm saying? Like, men should do the same thing. Men should focus on themselves and then on their partner, right? So that's great. That's a green flag right there. What do you think? Because in my view, you said that women can be too dependent on a man, and I agree. I think there are some women that are very dependent, but in America, I think a lot of guys feel, especially right now with this whole red pill community and everything, that women are too independent. You know what I'm saying? They're too empowering. How do you feel about that in that perspective? What do you think about women that are too independent?
This is the very interesting thing, because here is the man's decision if he wants to make his woman too independent or no. Like, in your head, you know, as a man, your bitch can afford this. She can pay for like this, and that. She can go her own. But then you as a man show your power by being like, I got you, baby. I'll pay for it. And then she's like, okay, this is my daddy type of thing. Like, it sounds stupid from me the way I say it right now, but you get the point. Like, you know, she can do it, and that's why you're proud of her.
That's a perfect example of, I'm not trying to control her. I'm trying to take control of situations.
Yes.
Because it's like, yeah, I know you can afford that Louis bag, right? Or it doesn't have to be Louis bag. I know you can afford to get your nails done, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go out of my way to do it for you because I care about you and because I'm gonna flex on you, bro. That's how I flex on you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
this is how you also, like, you know, show
impress
your power, impressing. Or for example, like, you know, that women can make decisions about like, okay, like, we want to go on a vacation, and then a lot of men be like, okay, you choose everything, whatever.
Now, sorry, real quick. Do you think that women should earn this kind of respect, or do you think that a man should do it?
Absolutely. You should not do it for the woman who expects it from you all the time.
Okay.
If she doesn't want to spend her own money or make her own money to do that, then why would you do this for her? This is only works in a case of scenario if she's already successful, she's doing something, she's hustling, she's growing, and you see that she puts a lot of effort and she has this money to go and get her nails done. Then you'll be like, oh, let me do something special that she doesn't expect and help her out, type of thing. Like, calling her this, help her out.
So that's how you're spontaneous. That's how a guy can be spontaneous.
Yeah. And you just should do it once in a while. But then, like, if she literally sits home, doesn't have any money, and asks you for nails, and this is completely different. This is when she's depending on you.
Okay, good. So that's I think that's a good example on how guys can be taken advantage of, right? And as opposed to a girl that should be treated well.
As well as, it's not just financially, it's also about making decisions. That's what I was trying to say. That, for example, like, even just an example, the trips, like, women can choose everything and do it, but then, like, imagine you once go and, like, you choose everything, you prepare everything, and you just be like, okay, get your bag ready, we're going somewhere. Like, this is you showing the power that, like, okay, women, because usually women.
So instead of a guy going to the girl, telling them, hey, babe, can you plan the trip? Can you do all this for us? And then essentially go on the trip. You think a guy should take initiative,
Yeah.
plan the trip, and then
Yes.
take his girl with him?
Once in a while, yes, because we know that women tend to
Be the ones
create
that plan.
create the plan, make this everything ready, like pack and stuff like this. And we should do this because we probably more organized than you
Yeah.
are. No offense. But then once in a while you could be like, okay, I set this date. Okay, I made a decision, we're gonna go there. Okay, I made these like plans ready for you. And then women feels like, oh wow, like I always been doing this, but kind of now I delegated it to him. And it feels good because it's some weight took off my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
The same way as we talked about, like even washing the dishes, when like the women cook, the man gets the dishes. It's a teamwork about like some house job as well.
Mhm.
You shouldn't be expecting me doing all the housework all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not a cleaning lady. I'm
Yeah.
not a laundry bitch.
No, yeah, you're not. I mean, you're a human being. I think,
Yeah.
and that's the thing is that, like, what I have been seeing a lot in this red pill community, you know, with Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit podcast, you know, Kevin Samuels, is almost like, I don't know, I can't, I haven't watched enough. I don't know, maybe what I see the message as being portrayed is that women should be like super submissive, almost kind of like a dog, where they should just listen to everything and then just kind of do like the planning, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of be like a housewife, right? But I think what you're saying is a lot more sensible and a lot more realistic, right? Because the truth is that a lot of women they say they want to be with a 1%er, right? But what you were saying before is that if you're going to be with a 1% guy, you have to be willing to be a bitch and super submissive and basically be able to do the dishes. And if that's not the lifestyle that you want, then you shouldn't be pursuing a 1% guy. You should be pursuing a guy who shows ambition, who shows confidence, who shows security, right? Who displays all these features, right? And they don't have to be a 1%er. They can easily be in the fucking medium bracket, middle wage bracket, right? Like 50, 60K. Like you can still, your net worth doesn't necessarily make you not a high value man. You know what I'm saying? But if you are a high valued man, I see how if I'm making millions of dollars, right? And I'm literally like my job is probably my life if I'm making millions of dollars, right? So I would want a girl who literally just makes me feel comfortable all the time when I'm around her. And that's not realistic either.
Yeah.
But as a 1%er, I have the money to be able to be like, shut up, bitch.
Yeah, but you're gonna get bored.
And we'd get bored. And that's why the next thing would be for the 1% man, right?
Like
it would be I want to have multiple wives. I want to be able to be with multiple women. Because I'm gonna get bored.
Because this is the woman that you choose, that you get bored. That's why you want more women.